Hey guys, how's it going? It's Neil here back in the FM Dugout with episode 10 of I'll Take the Low Road, the journey of Peebles FC. So today sees the opening of Season 2 and our first game in the Scottish Lowland League, which is away to Vale of Leithen, who I know nothing about. So today is going to be a bit of an unknown. Hot day for it, 27 degrees, so it might be tough in the old legs today. So, what can I say from the last time? Well, it's been an incredibly frustrating pre-season for us. Our board takeover is still dragging on, and as a direct result of that, we have a transfer embargo, and we can't sign anyone, but we can lose players. So we've already lost Michael McGuigan to Lothian Thistle, who were in our division last year. Obviously couldn't offer him a contract, and he wanted to go, so that's one player gone. We can't sign anyone, and I'm noticing that all of the targets I had from the trialist game are getting offers to go to clubs, and we just can't do anything. So it's incredibly frustrating. The fact that we have a pretty solid core of a team, and at the moment they seem relatively happy. I've given a contract to a few of the players, so you can see here our current wage bill is £719 a week. And I'm not offering contracts to everyone. I'm just going to wait till something happens. If some club starts sniffing around them, that's when I'll offer them a deal. So yeah, that's been incredibly frustrating for us. Just really not able to kind of progress anything at all. And another thing that's annoyed me is if you look at our team competitions, you'll see that there's no Scottish Cup. So all the other teams in our division get to play in the Scottish Cup. The team that we replaced in this division, I've checked, they still get to play in the Scottish Cup, but we don't. So last season we had a huge number of games. This season we've only got 2 competitions to play in. So it's going to be quite a sort of quiet and probably quite a quick season as well to get through. But yeah, from a financial point of view, it's quite annoying not being in the Scottish Cup, and also challenging myself against teams from the higher division and taking a scalp, which is always really enjoyable as a low league manager. So we've played our friendlies. We played 6 games in total, and we've managed to boost our balance a little bit now to 40k. It's pretty good going, to be honest. I don't know how much we're going to be losing a week. I think our season ticket holders might have gone up a little bit. Where do we find that? Who's under general? Season ticket holders are now at 38. So last year it was 10. So people seem to be a bit more kind of inclined to come along. The average ticket price is up. So yeah. Oh, I actually noticed this is against a rival today. Oh, excellent. Should give it a bit more spice. Anyway, so our balance is better, but we're not going to be able to get it up much more. I haven't tried the affiliate route again. I might try it, given that we're in the higher division, and see whether anything happens. Although, while a board takeover is going on, maybe they're not going to do board requests. I seem to remember something like that in the past when I've tried it. So let's have a look at the 6 friendlies. So we managed to play 4 big teams and 2 diddy teams. No offence to any Glenrothes or Spartans B fans out there. So we managed to play Hearts first, and yeah, this game, it kind of went as the scoreline suggested. We were outplayed. They were ruthless in front of goal. And we kind of held our own, I suppose. I mean, I think Hearts are in the Premiership, so that's not too bad to come away with just a 4-1 defeat away from home, and we got the money from it as well. And we weren't massively outplayed. We still managed to create a number of chances. Mike Jack scored a penalty, I believe, in that game. And then we played Rangers. Now, the interesting thing here is this isn't the game that you think it would be. You think Rangers probably Scottish Premiership now. No, they actually got relegated last year. I can't honestly believe a club with that kind of money, at the stadium and the fans and so on, gets relegated from the Championship back down. So they're actually regressing but they thumped us quite convincingly. Similar to the Hearts stats, although we had more possession. Didn't get a goal this time because we didn't get a penalty. But you can see it was our defence really that kind of struggled more than anything else. Just got tore apart in the first few minutes. And then the next game against Hibs, we managed to pull off a big upset here. Now Hibs are Scottish Premiership, and we managed to come away with a 2-0 win, so I was absolutely delighted with that. Brian Fraser is a new name. He's one of our youth players that I've just brought up. He seems relatively decent, but the fact we can't sign players means I'm going to have to supplement the first team with youth players when required, and it's a little bit worrying because I don't think they're quite good enough. But he scored a goal here, which was a clearance from the keeper outside the box, and he scored from about 40 yards. As you can see from the stats, we kicked lumps out of Hibs, 25 fouls in the game. Again, fairly even possession. Hibs pretty wasteful in front of goal, and we managed to score with our two of our 4 shots on target. Robbie Brown played pretty well as well. So yeah, I was absolutely delighted with that. Another 4,000 people attending there. So those 3 games gave us a challenge, they gave us some money, and they gave us a nice little win against Hibs. Then played Spartans B, who are obviously from the division we just came from. So I wanted to play them just to see whether or not we are sort of still capable of beating teams at that level. I suppose in hindsight I probably should have done teams from the division we're in now, to see how we could get on. But certainly 5-1, fairly comfortable, although we went down and we pulled it back. We lost 2 players to injury. Poirot's actually still injured now, which is causing us some problems, which I'll get on to in a minute. But yeah, fairly comfortable in the end there. And then we played Glenrothes for no particular reason, probably just to get a win, another win under our belt and some game time. And yeah, we controlled this game pretty comfortable from start to finish. Double from Sandy Lawless, played very, very well that game. And then the last game we played Motherwell, who are Scottish Championship. Yes, they are. Okay, so interesting game here. We went down to 2 very early goals. I changed the formation to my new third formation, which I'll show you in a minute. And we managed to pull 2 goals back and kind of held our own till about the 60-minute mark. Now, on face value, Motherwell were in control of the game, but you know, we certainly managed to tighten things up a bit when we changed formation. Obviously, losing Sandy Lawless was a bit of a kick in the teeth, so that's 3 to 4 weeks for him, which is a little bit disappointing. Didn't get much out of this game, wasn't a massive attendance. It's worth noting, I did try to get a friendly with Celtic. They said no because they didn't see any benefit out of it. And to be honest, you got to see why. They're the top ranked team in Scotland. They're not really going to be challenged by us, whereas the likes of Rangers, they're now in League One, so their status has dropped considerably, and they were happy to accept. We also tried to get some games against some English teams at first, but as soon as I chose, I think it was Newcastle was the first one I tried, and they just said no, they can't sanction travelling there. Likewise with Aberdeen and Dundee United, so we tried, and we got away with sort of 4 games away from home, and this made our balance a lot healthier. And it's a good challenge just to see what kind of level our current team is at, and to be honest, that's not too bad. So anyway, tactics I'll show you. So here's our favoured one that we're still sticking with at the moment. So this formation here was based on giving the back line a bit more support when fullbacks go forward, and it was really just a case of taking the 3 central midfielders and pulling them back 1 position, and changing the roles. So you'll see we've got a deep lying playmaker now in a supporting role and an anchorman in defending, and certainly that anchorman's just going to sit there in amongst the central defenders, still keeping the same front 3, just because I think you've got to have that edge. You can't just sort of lump one person up on their own I don't really like doing that. And certainly I've seen a number of goals scored from cross balls from the right wing at the back post, from the left wing at the back post, with Lawless and Mills last year. So I think it's valuable to keep the wingers there. And obviously didn't want to leave a central midfielder up here and leave too big a gap between them, so they'll just slot in there. I'm not anticipating to use this much. I used it against Motherwell, which seemed to help stop the rot. And, you know, the teams we've got in our division this year, we'll see. They might be better than I'm thinking. Certainly East Stirlingshire are in our league, knocked down from the league above, and they're the favourites. So maybe we'll play this formation against them. I don't know. Anyway, so to today's game, we have some injury problems to our team and a suspension as well. 3 key players for us are out. So it means Jamie Mills has to slot back and left back, which means Jose Katongo looks like he's going to be there. But do you know, now that I'm looking at it, I don't want to do this. I'm going to put Michael Mossy at left back, and we'll put Katongo on the bench, and hopefully the injuries and such like won't cause us problems today with any luck. Johnny Blake is playing on the right wing. Now, Johnny Blake was one of the players that I said could potentially leave the club, as I did with Kieran Bowl, if we managed to get replacements. Now, obviously, with an embargo in place, that just isn't an option. Johnny Blake's unhappy. He wants a chance in the first team. Understandably, I think he's set as a key player, and so obviously he was expecting to play a bit more than he did last year. So I'm going to have to play him today to try and keep him happy. Possibly for the first few games, but certainly if there's injuries, it makes it a bit easier. But rather than putting him in the centre of the park and playing Natumba out on the right, I figured I can put him out on the right. Natumba's quite happy on the bench. He was happy swapping around with Lawless last year. So don't think there's anything else to change with this. Going with Martin up front. I know Story scores, but Martin's average rating's a little bit better recently, so we'll try Patrick Martin up front for today's game, which we'll just get on with now, I think. So, yeah, start of the season. I think it'll be quite a quick season this year. Just not as many games. And obviously champing at the bit to try and blah blah blah. Yeah, obviously trying to get up into the division above to get into the league proper, which would be ideal. So we're favourites. Give them the old assertive team talk and see whether or not it goes down well. Seems to be doing alright. I'm actually on a Continental C license training course. They agreed to over the summer. So we'll see whether some of my stats improve, because obviously we haven't changed any of our coaches or anything because, you know, financially just can't afford it. Okay, first chance of the game, Mills. Martin, outside the box, he's going to shoot. Nope, Jack. Good save from the keeper, although it was offside, but yeah. How are we doing? That didn't count as a shot. 66% possessions, not bad for the first 10 or 15 minutes. Naturally, you'd expect it to tail off a little bit and go to about 55-45%. Not creating too many chances in this first half. Yeah, what can Hardy do? Look for the pass. Martin on the ball. Out to Mills. Who's come inside, usually hugging the line. Switch across to the right. We'll look for Blake. Try and get the ball to Blake. Nope, Martin through with a chance, and he finishes. Excellent. So, not bad. A nice little move there. Usually I would have expected that to go out wide and just get hoofed into the box. So, nice little move. Just got to try and keep things tight and not lose a goal now that we've scored. And, oh, excellent challenge from Stewart. Can we get a counter? Nope. Jack uncharacteristically just lost it. Mills now, will he cross or will he shoot? Oh, he did all the hard work and then puts it into the side netting. Disappointing. I guess he's only good scoring at the back post when the ball's crossed to him. What can he do here? Mills with the right foot cross. I got lucky, and Wingate with a finish. 2-0 just before half time. So it's going according to plan today. Definitely in control of the game. Top of the league at the moment in goal difference. Sloppy from Mills, giving them a chance. What a challenge. What a challenge that was. I expect a penalty from that. We get a chance on the break here. Only Martin up front. He's skinned one. And he's taken out cynically. No yellow card for that. That's really surprising. There's absolutely no way that that would have been unpunished in an actual game. Guys, that's been a really good first half. Let's say at the midfield you weren't bad. Sometimes that seems to... Sometimes you weren't bad, but you can do better. Seems to go down quite well, and it has here. So, good team talk, guys. Second half underway. How are these Sterlingshire doing, actually, just out of interest? They are drawing at the moment. Long may it continue. So I think what will be important this year is if these Sterling are our main rivals, we'll have to make sure that, you know, keep games against them tight, but just make sure that we don't drop silly points against teams like this today. Blake with an unbelievable free kick, a great save. Mills on the rebound. Mills starting when he finished off from last season. Gotta be delighted with this 3-0. I think we'll need to possibly change things around in the midfield. I really don't want to because we're playing well, and I get the feeling a change might just let them back in a little bit. But certainly the fitness levels at this start of the season, Mills is doing quite well. So let's put Mills back at left back and bring on Kitongo, and Johnny Blake's not done too badly there. We'll try Natumba, and what else we got? Martin Hardy. Yeah, so you see, this is where we start to run out. We don't have any more midfielders, so I think Hardy will just have to play to the end of the game. Actually, maybe what I could do, if I put Jack there, and I'll play Hardy, sorry, not Hardy, I'll play Martin in the attacking midfielder role. I don't know if he can play there, but I think he's good enough. You saw him skin one player earlier on. Maybe taking a bit of a gamble with the 3 substitutions all at once, but there's only 20 minutes. We're 3-0 up. I think it's a calculated risk. We need to try and keep the players as fresh as possible, so we don't get any more injuries. And touch wood, hasn't happened so far. 15 minutes to go. To be honest, I don't mind. If it finishes 3-0, I'll be absolutely delighted. If we can get a fourth, that'll be the icing on the cake. You can see here from the league, we're certainly, everyone else is only winning by 1 goal, and we've got a 3-goal lead at the moment. Nice move. Mills getting to the byline, pulls it back. Tongo, nicely done. Poor keeping, to be honest, but excellent. 4 goals without reply in our first game. Really got to be happy with that. Should just run down the clock. We'll get another chance here. Natumba, will he shoot? He does. Saved. Martin with the rebound. Saved again. Story! God, that guy just cannot stop scoring when he comes on as a substitute. Really, really pleased with this. I was quite worried, I think, that the team that we had was perhaps just going to go stale, but it seems like they've still got that desire to win. What a finish! My God! Unbelievable strike from Martin. I think I might play him in that attacking midfielder role a bit more often. That was something else. And what do we have here? I mean, 6 goals, no goals conceded. That has to be possibly one of my best starts to a season in this game. Fantastic. Everyone has played out of their skin, apart from Natumba. Can he make up for it? Yeah, well, okay, it's full time. Fantastic, guys. Really, really, really delighted with that. Unfortunately, they don't take to that too well. Absolutely bossed that game. Really happy with it. Man of the match, Patrick Martin, 2 goals and 1 assist. So we're top of the league. And how did East Stirling do? They actually lost. Oh yeah, I can see here. Gallifreydon Rovers, they lost to. So, well, that's good. If they are our rivals, then we've opened up a 3-point lead over them. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see how this goes in terms of games. I think the next time we will do a live com will be the home game against East Stirlingshire. And we'll see around that time who is going to be our main rival, and we'll do those games. This is actually all our fixtures here in this one screen. There's no scroll bar. This is it. Last year there was so many, and now we've just got this. Obviously there'll be the cup draw at some point that'll be factored in, and I'll probably just cover all those games so we can get enough episodes for this season. It's going to be really quick. Hopefully it'll be positive. Certainly if we can carry on the way we started there, we'll be in for a fantastic season. So if you like this video, make sure you leave a like. It really helps me out, and any comments you make are greatly appreciated. If you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and stick around to see how Peebles FC get on in their journey to the top. And until the next time, I'll see you when I see you.